What is up? It's your boy Aing, bringing to you guys a brand new freaking video, man. So look, listen. Today we're gonna be answering a frequently asked question, which is, do I regret ordering my 33-inch tires? Also, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit more information on the tires I went with, why I went with them, the wheel size, and why I went with that wheel size. So without further ado, let's get right into today's video. Alrighty, so first things first, there's the beauty, my 2020 Toyota Tacoma TRD Sport 4x4. Now, before we get into all the beautiful stuff about upgrading your truck, make sure to leave an early like, a comment, and a subscription. We just hit 1,200 subscribers. A couple months ago, we were literally closer to 200 subscribers. So I appreciate you, and I'm glad you're enjoying these videos. But without further ado, on to the video. This truck is bone stock. Of course, there are some little modifications, but nonetheless, mostly stock. Nothing has been done to the ride or anything like that. But my order has been placed. I've decided what wheels, what tires I am going with. So if you're at all in the Toyota community, if you're into looking to modify your vehicle, there's a few tires that are very popular. There are some companies that make really good tires. They're just not in that top category. So me, I fell in love with the second gen Tacoma, and I believe the second gen Tacoma came with BF Goodrich KO2s from the factory. So that's what I was gonna put on this bad boy until I laid my eyes on the Falcon Wild Peaks. So I don't know if you guys know what those are. I'm gonna put a side-by-side comparison of a BF Goodrich and a Falcon Wild Peak. I think they are both very stunning. I honestly kind of like the BF Goodrich a little bit more, even though I went with the Falcon Wild Peak. I like the Falcon Wild Peak's the side profile, and I also like that it's a little bit more low profile than the BF Goodrich. I've heard that the BF Goodrich can get a little bit louder, and I don't want it to be loud, so I went with the Falcon Wild Peak. We're gonna be stepping in and out of the truck because, well, your boy's fingers were almost dropping the camera from how frozen they are. I cannot move from this position. Joking. Well, not joking, it is cold outside, but let's talk about what wheel size I went with. There's a lot of questions and a lot of debates when you go with a specific wheel size. So first you have to think about what inch wheel you want. So I'm sticking with what Toyota gave me, which is a 17-inch wheel, but I am changing the dimensions on it a little bit. So I went with the 17-inch wheel. It's 9 inches wide, and it has a -12 offset. So what does that mean? Not only did I go with the wider tire, but I went with a wider wheel. So you see how right now it's flush? I guess I can use this for later video, but nonetheless, see how it's flush? With the -12, it's gonna be poking out a little bit more. Not exactly where my finger is. I don't think that would be that much. Oh God, what if it is and then I look like a fool? It's gonna be sticking out a little bit more. That's just what that -12 means. So yeah, 17/9 with the -12 offset. That's what I went with. It's a very common, very popular, very recommended wheel setup. So that's what I went with that wheel setup, and there's some problems. So let's talk about that. See my wheel? No problemos. Awesome. Now, if I put that big wheel in the rear, no problems at all. None. Zero. Zip. Unless I literally grabbed my tailgate and slammed it on the wheel in serious articulations, you know, when you're turning into the mall, then maybe this wheel will rub. But in all seriousness, unless I'm in like a serious off-roading situation, there shouldn't be any rubbing back there at all. Zero. Zip. Up front, oh boy, do we have some fun times planned for us. All right, so if you don't know, I had originally purchased 0 offset wheels. What does that mean? It was gonna be a fat tire inside, a little bit more snug in. Thanks to Rob Motive, check him out. He is truly a legend. He literally made a video answering my question as I was looking it up on YouTube. Sorry about the engine noise. Your wheel is gonna be wider. My fear was right here with the upper control arm. I didn't want to get a wheel so thick that it was gonna be rubbing on the upper control arm. If it does rub on the upper control arm, then I have to get spacers. I do not want spacers. But if it rubs on the plastic, if it rubs on the back, that's no problem. I can get upper control arms that'll make the truck perform better. I can shave down some of the plastic, but spacers can cause harm to your truck. It's not good. I get it, hub centric, but I don't care. I don't like spacers. If you don't drive your truck a lot, I guess if you don't ride it hard, I guess you could get it, but not me. I'm just not a fan. I've heard too many bad stories versus good stories. 30 minutes into the video, and we're finally gonna talk about, do I regret it? Yes and no. So I regret it because I'm scared, but I don't, because we're gonna figure out together what's the best wheel setup, how it fits, and what is the best wheel and tire combo, because obviously as long as you guys keep supporting me, those won't be the only wheel. My hands were cold, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize how much I use my hands, and then I saw the missing hand from the sleeve. Anyways, we're gonna see what the best wheel combo is. As long as you guys keep supporting me, I don't mind running those wheels for around, you know, maybe a couple months, and then swapping them out for, you know, maybe a bigger tire and then a smaller wheel. It just depends. So do I regret getting those wheels? No. Do I regret getting those big tires? Kind of. I'm a little bit scared, I'm a little bit skeptical, but I think it'll be good, and I think it'll be a fun trip. With all that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy. Leave any comments, concerns, questions that you have down below. And without further ado, it's been your boy. I'm outie like an Audi. I'll see you tomorrow. Cinco de Malo. Peace.